Greetings, people of the world. IonicGecko here once more to introduce this video, which is part 2 of my Stanley Parable playthrough, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, part 2. We're back playing this fun game where choices are what it's all about. Basically, do you want to listen to the narrator who tells you, what to do? Or do you want to do the opposite or just something else and just kind of ignore the narrator, take control for yourself? But then, it's a fun game because it's all about manipulating the story and you being manipulated. And so I hope you enjoy. Enough of this. This intro doesn't need to be long. I'll see you at the end. I hope you enjoy. See you guys later.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Alright.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what? No, we're not going to the meeting room. Fuck you and your story, narrator.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yep. I'm glad I made this choice.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Whoa. What the fuck is this place? Holy shit, that's a lot of boxes. It's like the big ass box room from Indiana Jones. Not really, but look at that. Look at that. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Okay, so we can't misuse this or whatever.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her?
This is it,
Who's
Stanley.
her?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
No, you're just saying some more bullshit, man. The fuck, dark room? Ah! Whoa!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. I'll pick it up now. What? 427.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
You fuck.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? Who'd want
I
to commit their life
considered
to you?
it.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I hate you, narrator.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No. Good morning, employee. Press X on your keyboard. No, I'm gonna press F. Okay, fine, X.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
No.
Pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now He's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Oh, stupid
But in his
Stanley.
mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
God damn it. So depressing. L to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
What the fuck?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Yep.
As he wandered through this fantasy
Oh, God.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Yeah.
Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And
What?
he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
But the...
How
Oh.
could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna press X. I don't wanna do it. My life is a sham.
And I'm trying
Fuck
to
it.
tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That
Fuck
as long
you.
as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
No, I'm gonna do it.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Well, show me a mirror.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Oh
I'll
god.
try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
No.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please.
And I
Please die. What? What? Screen went black. What the fuck happened? Did I die? No. Don't make me start from the beginning. Ah! I now see this game for what it is.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, meeting room, we'll go there. Wait, 420? I'm sorry, it's just... God damn it. Alright, I guess we'll follow him this time. We'll go left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office hoping he might find an answer there.
How does the solve a dispute? Let all side take a press agreement. Resent co-workers for not supporting you more. Excellent. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue. Ah, my God. Wait. Okay. All right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
Wait,
to
what?
his
Okay,
boss's
I
office.
want to know what's down here. I want to know what's down here. You gave me the choice. I must take it, for I am Stanley. What the fuck? Oh, it's just a lie. Wait, this isn't on a button. No.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
1, 2,
And
B,
at
4.
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
Wait,
His
yeah.
co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That's what I want to
The voice
know.
was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
What the?
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Yep. Oh my God, how many
Stanley
times have I
is
gone
as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
What? Did the game crash? I think the game...
Go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Now we
My
wake
life
up in the
is
same
normal.
fucking office.
I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Huh? We're still here?
Stanley began
Sorry about
screaming.
that.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
But what? And then now we start in the office.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
God. God. Okay, now we wake up, right? Now we like start in the loading screen. We started the. Oh God, this game, man. Sorry about that whole lag issue. I hope it didn't fuck up anything. That was because my TeamSpeak's open and someone joined my channel. I should definitely close it next time I record. My apologies.
All of his co-workers were gone.
All right, let's follow exactly what he says this
Stanley
time.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know, but the fun is not following what he says, because then you put the story in a different direction. Granted, you have to start all over again. But hey, it's cool.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I wonder if there's a counter on how many times you've like started it over and
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep, we're going there. What's in here? What the fuck? Business strategy? What? There's a picture of a gun being held to a panda's head, and he's like, please don't kill me, sir. Business. No, it's not even business. No, yes it is. Business strategy. What? Elevator. Wait, what's this? I'm the most expensive boss. Yeah, I would certainly seem so. Hey. No. Up. Up. Welcome to the ending of this video, people. I hope you liked this second part of the Stanley Parable playthrough. Leave me a comment down below letting me know how I can improve these videos, and if you like this video, leave me a like down there too. That would be much appreciated. Thank you for watching. That is the most important thing. I do appreciate the views, so thank you. If you have any other games or just game genres, you can pick one from my intro. Put that in the comments down below. There'll be more of this. Obviously, I'm going to finish this game. It'll be a lot of fun. No webcam until part 4 because I recorded the first 3 parts before, the webcam or before I had my DSLR, so the webcam fucked up and didn't record this, even though I had it recording. But it's a piece of shit, and no need to worry about it anymore. But yeah, other than that, check out my twitch.tv/IonicGecko. I'm gonna be live streaming a bunch of games, probably Battlefield for the time being. But there'll be, if you're missing on content or you just want to see me pwn some noobs, check that out. I will be playing that game. Other than that, I think that's about it. Thanks again for watching. This is IonicGecko. I'm signing off. I will catch you on the flip side. See you later, guys. Leave me a comment on, whatever, if you want to let me know. Shit.